Hello and welcome to Pabbly. So today in this video, we are going to discuss the top 10 Calendly automations that you can set up with Pabbly Connect. So guys, if you're using Calendly as an event or appointment booking platform and receive booking from your clients and customer, these top 10 automations are going to help you a lot. So using these automations, you can actually enter the new invitee or new booking details from Calendly automatically into the Google Sheet or MS Excel. Also, you can automate the process of adding the new invitee or the new user directly into your CRM. Like for example, if you get a new invitee, you can add this invitee as a lead or a contact in your CRM platform like Salesforce or Zoho CRM or any other CRM platform. Also, you can automate the process of updating your team members. Like whenever you receive a new invitee, a new event booking, you can automate the process of updating your team members for that particular appointment. You can automate the process of creating a new task in your project management platform like Asana, ClickUp or monday.com as you receive the new invitee. So the possibilities of automation are endless. So without any further delay, let's start with this complete guide and understand in a step-by-step process that how you can set up all top 10 of these automations all by yourself.
Hello everyone, so in this video we are going to learn how to add Calendly invitee as leads in Salesforce, which means that there are multiple events in your Calendly. But if for any specific event or for all the events an invitee registers themselves for that event, then that data will be used to create a lead in Salesforce. Here we are going to integrate both these applications, and in this automation that we are going to create using Pabbly Connect, our trigger will be the invitee created in Calendly and our action will be to create lead in Salesforce. Let us learn how to do that.
So in this video, let us learn that how you can create leads in your Salesforce account whenever a new invitee registers themselves in any Calendly event. Let us quickly sign in into our account. That will take me to this page where I can see all the applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation. Click on Access Now and we will reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you will see a big blue button on your right side where it's written Create Workflow. Click on the button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Add Calendly Invitee as Leads in Salesforce. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you like you can see on your screen. Now you will be able to see Trigger and Action, the two major modules of Pabbly Connect on which the complete automation works. Now before that, I would like to remind you to open your Calendly account and also your Salesforce account so that you're able to connect both these applications with Pabbly Connect easily, and then you can make the required changes for this automation in these applications. Like you can see, here is the lead section of my Salesforce where the existing leads are seen. And then I have created event called Educational Seminar. For that, as soon as any invitee registers through this page, which is the view page of our seminar, or we can say the Calendly event over here. So through this page, we will register as an invitee, as a dummy invitee, and then that will trigger this workflow, and then in the action application, which is going to be Salesforce, a lead will be created. Like trigger says when this happens and action says do this, trigger is the first application, which is Calendly, because the invitee registration will be the trigger of the workflow, and then the action application, which is Salesforce, will make sure that a lead is created with the detail of that invitee. So here, open Calendly and a trigger event is invitee created by the user. Now we need to connect Calendly and Pabbly Connect in such a way that whenever a new invitee registers, all the data of that invitee is sent over here as the response. Click on Connect and then Add New Connection. Click on Connect with Calendly and it will automatically detect the presence of an open account, and here the connection is successful. Now you will see the organization is selected over here. This is just one. And then the user is Jane Iyer, which is the name of our Calendly account. Alright, then we will click on Save and Send Test Request and then go here to fill in this form right there. So I will click on Save and Send Test Request and it will start waiting for a webhook response. So I will go back here and fill in the details. It is a one-day event. I will click on the date and then select the time period in which duration it is available. This is the time. Click on Next and enter the details. So I will enter over here as name, then email address, then the contact number, and the subject or title, because it is an educational seminar. So if you want to give a title to yourselves or for designation or subject, then accordingly fill in the field. So these are the details. Click on schedule event and then we have registered for that specific educational seminar. When you go back here, see it is still waiting for a response and we received the response. First thing that we see is the email address, then is the name of the person, then we have the contact details and the designation or title, which means that we have received all the details related to that seminar, also the location, what is the type of event, then the name of the event and all the details, and also the date and time, at what time the event was scheduled. So we have received almost all the details of the invitee right here. Now what we do is transfer this detail to Salesforce so that a lead can be generated. For that, our action event will be to create a lead. Select this event and then click on connect, because now we will transfer the information to Salesforce. So Pabbly Connect and Salesforce need to be connected. Add new connection and connect with Salesforce. It will automatically detect the account. You just have to click on allow to give access to Pabbly Connect to create a lead in Salesforce with the information that we have received from Calendly. Now we see that we require the first and last name separately. So what we need to do is add one small step over here, that is separating the name. So here we will click on the plus button to add one more action step between the trigger and action, and the step is text formatter. So text formatter is a feature that is built by Pabbly, that is built inside Pabbly, and we can use it to bring out changes to our text. Right now I'm going to use split text over here and click on connect. Now connection is not a difficult task because the feature is of Pabbly only, and here we will first of all map the data that needs to be split. So mapping is basically taking the data from the previous step and mapping it right here so that every time a new data arrives, so that will be changed. If we write it in a manual or static manner, then it is going to be permanent always. So click on this drop down menu and choose the complete name from here. Now this is the complete name, and now what is the separation over here? The space. You need the two different names over here, first and last name, separated by the space. So I'm going to type space over here as written in the help text. What segment I want? All, because I want the first name also and last name also. Click on save and send test request, and then you will see that the response will have the name separated. See, it's Riya Singh. They are separated. Now they can be successfully entered in our Salesforce data. But since we have added a new step between suddenly, so we will refresh this by clicking on connect and select existing connection and click on save. Now this is how you will refresh the connection, and the last name will be mapped now from text formatter, which is this, and the first name is this again from the text formatter. What is next? Yes, we have a title or company. So company is a perfect one because we are going to tell where the person works. So we will take that point from here. You can use the search and map data field to get to the value directly. This is how I can find the data, my value that needs to be mapped without scrolling. Phone number, yes, we do have a phone number. So I'm going to type the hint over here, and this is my phone number. Email address, so I will type in search and map data @ and it will straight away take me to the email address. Now, is there any data required? No. Is there anywhere which required is written? No, which means this is the important part. You can fill in more fields depending upon your requirement. Now, since in the form of Calendly event, we were not filling the address, that is why we do not have these values over here. But since they are not required, you can click on save and send test request and wait for the response from Salesforce. And here we have received an ID. Now, whenever you receive an ID from the action application, it is a proof that something has been created, and this is the ID of that created lead, product, or whatever it is. Now, success is 1, which means Pabbly Connect says that our workflow is a success. Now we go to Salesforce and see here we do not see the newly created lead. So let us refresh this and see. It's here. The name is here, the company is here, the phone number is here. If you open this one, you will get the email address as well. And see, here is the email address, which means that this lead can be created once anybody has registered themselves for this educational seminar. So you do not need to open these responses of the seminar again and again in Calendly, rather than just look to your lead over here. One more thing is here that if you want only one specific type of event to be made the lead over here, so what you do is put a filter in between. If you click on this plus button and put a filter over here, so that you want only the educational seminar events to be transferred ahead. So what you do is take from Calendly and type over here educational seminar, which is the name of the seminar. So this resource name should be equal to educational. Now this is the name. All right, click on save and send test request. It is equal to this. So in this case, it is going to be a success, as the response says that the resource name right now is equal to the value that we have given. So I only want that in Calendly, even if I create multiple events over here, so anybody who registers for educational seminar will only be sent to Salesforce to create a lead. If they are registering for poetry workshop, then a lead won't be created for them. So what we will do over here is we have applied a filter. Now this workflow will allow only the educational seminar invitees to move ahead, right? So let us refresh these two steps again. That is the text formatter. And then we will refresh once again Salesforce also. Okay, rest of the values are already mapped because they were not refreshed. Click on save and send test request, and here you will see that the response will be the ID and success, which means that this lead is created. Alright, why it was created? Because we have added this filter where it allows it to move ahead. Okay, so this filter by Pabbly allows this situation to be satisfied. Now once this situation is satisfied, then this workflow will run ahead. So what we will do is, now we will create an invitee in this another event over here. View booking page, and now I will do the entry like the same date, around same time, and I will enter the details over here. Click on schedule event, and this is filled. Now because we have filled this data, it will be sent to Calendly over here. But this filter will see that the resource name of your educational seminar is not the same, right? It will be poetry workshop over here. So since we have created a lead here in Salesforce for Sing Ria, but no one will be here like demo person. Why? Because they registered for poetry workshop and not for this specific seminar. So this filter depends upon your requirement. If you want to be very specific of the Calendly event, then you can put the filter. Otherwise, if you want to create leads of all the events in your Calendly, then you can go for without filter workflow. So this was the whole video. I hope this helped.
In this video, I will show you how you can inform your team on Telegram about every new Calendly invitees automatically. So here, firstly, I'm going to integrate Calendly and Telegram application in such a way that whenever any new invitee booked an event which you have scheduled into the Calendly, the same invitee details will be shared automatically with your team on Telegram. In this way, you do not have to manually share the invitee details with your team on Telegram, because every single invitee details will be synced with the Telegram automatically. Do you also want to create this automation for yourself? Then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my Calendly application and this is Telegram application, and in order to send all the invitee details on Telegram, I'll have to first build a connection in these application, which I am going to do with the Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. I'm an existing user, so here you can notice I'm already logged in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from the sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have provided, basically I have pasted the name as when new invitee is created in Calendly, then send invitee details on Telegram. Okay, now I am going to click on this blue button, that is create, and then you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. And here, according to our use case, whenever any new invitee is created into the Calendly application, then automatically share the invitee details on Telegram application. Okay, so this is how you will have to select both the application in this trigger and the action window. Okay, And once you have selected both the application, now the idea here is I'm going to connect these two applications with the Pabbly Connect one by one. Okay, so firstly I will select the trigger event, that is new invitee. Basically invitee is created. Okay, so basically I want whenever a new invitee is created into the Calendly, this automation should trigger. Now I'm going to click on this connect button, then clicking on add new connection, clicking on connect with the Calendly, and since I am already logged in into my Calendly application, the authorization will be successful immediately and my Calendly application will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. And here you can notice, since we are connected, it has automatically fetched the organization from the Calendly and the user also from the Calendly. Okay, and now I am going to click on the save and send test request button in front of you, and you will notice that it will start waiting for the response. Okay, and here the response means a new invitee creation details. Okay, so basically I am going to create a new invitee into the Calendly. Here you can notice it has started waiting for the response. Okay, so this is my Calendly application where I have created an event with the name Astrology Consultation Online. Okay, firstly I am going to open the booking page of this event, and now as a dummy user, as a dummy invitee, I am going to schedule an event. Basically I am going to book an event. Okay, so how about I book an event for this 28th of June, and the timing is going to be 10 a.m. clicking on next test. Okay, I'm sorry, clicking on next, and here exactly I am going to provide the dummy details of the invitee. Okay, so here I am providing the name as dummy user, demo user, and then the email address as demo@pabblytudes.com, and lastly I am going to provide a dummy phone number, something like this. Okay, so I have provided the basic details of the invitee. Now clicking on the schedule button, and as soon as I am going to schedule the event into the Calendly, you will notice that the response will be received here, and in that response you will notice all the invitee details which we have provided at the time of booking. Okay, at the time of booking. Okay, let us wait for the response. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. I can close this landing page also for now, fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. So here we have the same email address, here we have the same name of the person. Let me also show you the phone number. Let me also show you the event name, that is Astrology Consultation. Here we also have the timing, the start timing of the event, but you will notice a difference in the timing. Okay, so I have selected the timing as 10 a.m. but here exactly it has captured the timing as 4:30 because this timing has got captured into the UTC format. Okay, so let me show you the difference. Basically there is a difference of 5:30 hours. Okay, so if I will count the hours, basically the difference in between hours. Okay, so we have scheduled the timing, we have scheduled the event for the time of 10 a.m. and here we have the 4:30 a.m. Okay, so 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30 and then 10. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the difference of 5:30. Okay, now I will also show you the end timing of this event. How about I directly search for this end timing. Okay, where is that? Alright, here you can notice we have that end timing as well, that is 5. Okay, so again we have the difference of 5:30 hours, that is 10:30 and here we have 5:30. This is the exact difference. Okay, so this is not a problem that we have received the timing into the different time zone, basically into the UTC time zone, because with the Pabbly Connect we can easily do such type of conversations. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Calendly and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. And moving further, now I am going to send these details on Telegram, but before that let me first convert the date and timing, because of course when I will share the details of the invitee, I am also going to share the event start and end time. Okay, and I cannot directly share the same timing which I have received into the Pabbly Connect. I want to send the real timing, the actual timing, that too into the simpler format. Okay, so how you can do that? You will have to click on this plus icon and simply search for the date and time formatter feature. Okay, this is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can perform various kind of operations within your date and time. Okay, so currently I am going to select this format date with the time zone, and now I will be clicking on this connect button and it will be connected immediately. Now I just need to provide the date which I would like to format and simply the from format and the to format. Okay, so the interesting thing is I don't need to manually copy the start date. Okay, so where is the start date? Let us once again search. So I don't need to manually copy this start date and paste it here because I am going to map this date. Okay, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. When you will click on this field, you will find the above data here in the drop down. Okay, so let me search for the start date. Okay, where is the start time? All right, so here we have the event start timing as 28th of June and we have the timing as 4:30, asking for the from format. Okay, so currently I have the format as YYYY MMDD and then T, and then here you can see we have hours, minutes and seconds, and we have the T and Z format. Okay, I think the same format is selected already. Okay, that is YYYY MMDD T HH MMSS and Z also. Okay, now it is asking for the to format, so I would like to receive the same timing into a simpler way. Okay, so how about I go with this DDMMYY HH MMSS, or I think this is going to be even better, that is YYMMDD HH MMSS. Okay, so I have selected the same, and the most important thing is the time zone. Okay, so firstly you will have to select the UTC because we are actually making this conversion from UTC to local time zone, that is Asia and Kolkata. Okay, since I am from India, so that is why I am selecting the same timing, that is Asia and Kolkata. And now I am going to click on this button and you will notice that the date and time will be converted automatically, and in the response you will receive the same timing, that is 10 AM 28th of June. Let me show you the same. Here you can notice we have the same date and time. Okay, so this is how you can also convert your end event time, but the interesting thing is I don't need to do everything from scratch because we have the option of pasting this same step. Okay, when you will click on this three dot, you will notice the option of copy. After copying this, again click on this three dot and then click on paste step, and this is how the same step will be cloned, will be pasted here also. Okay, in order to avoid any kind of confusion, firstly I will make sure that I rename both the steps carefully. Okay, so here start time conversion. Okay, and let me click on this update. I have also copied the same name. Let me click on this rename once again, paste the same, and instead of start, here I will update as end time conversion. Here you can notice both the steps have been updated, have been renamed successfully, and when I will open this end time conversion step of date and time conversion, okay, I'll have to wait for this. Alright, so the reloading is done. When I will open this, you will notice that all the details are selected already. I just need to make few changes. Okay, so here instead of providing the start timing, firstly I am going to replace it with the end event time. Okay, so where is that timing? Alright, event end time I have mapped. From format is going to be the same, to format is also going to be the same. In fact, the time zones are also going to be the same. So I am directly clicking on this button and I am really expecting again the same timing, that is this 10:30 AM. Okay, so here you can notice we have received the same timing and the same date. Okay, so this is how you can perform various kind of operations with the help of the date and time formatter feature of Pabbly Connect. And now I can easily share the invitee details along with their event timings. Okay, so clicking on action event, clicking on this send a text or a reply, and just like I have connected Pabbly Connect and Calendly, now I am going to connect this Telegram and Pabbly Connect, and for the connection it is asking for the token. Okay, so how you can get this token? Firstly, you will have to log in into the Telegram web application. Here you can notice I am already logged in. Then you will have to search for the Telegram bot father. Okay, so either you can directly visit the bot father from this particular link, or you can also search for the bot father from this search bar. Okay, so this is the bot father, this is also the bot father. Let me click on this open in web, and you will be redirected at the same place. Here you can notice. Now what is next? It is asking to create a new bot, for which I will have to type this /new bot. Okay, so I have copied this text. Let me paste and then enter. Okay, I think I have copied lot of things. Okay, so I'll have to delete everything. Coming back here, and let me copy this /new bot only. Alright, I have done that. Coming back to bot father, let me again paste the same, clicking on enter, and now it is saying that alright, a new bot. How are we going to call it? Please choose a name for your bot. Okay, so I am going to choose a funny name, because sometimes this Telegram really takes lot of attempts for creating a new bot. Okay, so how about I provide the name something like Bingo 21. Okay, pressing enter, and here you can notice that is saying good. Now let's choose a username for your bot, and in this username make sure that username should be added with this underscore bot. Okay, so I am going to copy the same name, the exact name, and here at the end I will add this underscore bot, clicking on enter, and this time I am really expecting that it will create a bot, and yes, it is done. Congratulations on your new bot, and in this text you can find your token, which I have copied. Coming back to Pabbly Connect, let me paste the same here, clicking on save, and this is how my Telegram application will be connected with the Pabbly Connect. And once the Telegram is connected with the Pabbly Connect, you cannot provide the details, because we will have to do one more very important things. Okay, so whatever the bot we have created just now with the name Bingo 21 bot, make sure that in whatever the group you are about to send the messages, you are about to send the invitee details, you will have to add this particular bot in that group, and then you will also have to change the permission of this bot as an admin. Alright, so let me first to show you in which particular group I am going to send the details. Okay, so I have the group name as Pabbly YouTube video team. Firstly, I am going to click on this 11 members, clicking on this user profile section. Let me search for my bot. Okay, this is the bot I have selected, clicking on this arrow, and this is how this bot will be the member of my group, that is Pabbly YouTube video team. And not just that, I will also have to promote the same bot as an admin of this group. Okay, and that is only possible with the mobile application of Telegram. Yes, you cannot do that with the Telegram web application. Okay, so I will open the Telegram account into my mobile, and then I am going to change the permission of this bot, and then I will come back. Okay, so wait for few more seconds. Alright, so I have done this step. Let me first refresh my Telegram web, and then I will show you that this Bingo 21, this particular bot is promoted as the, okay, something went wrong. I'll have to check what is wrong with this. Here you can notice firstly that earlier we had 11 members, now we have 12 members. Let us check the permission, and here you can notice this Bingo 21, this particular bot has been promoted, and right now he is actually the admin of this group. Okay, now I can easily send the messages with the help of this bot. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, okay, let us click on Pabbly Connect once again, and firstly it is asking that provide the chat ID in which you would like to send the messages. Okay, so this is my Telegram web application, and this is my group in which I would like to send the message, and from the URL you can copy the chat ID. Okay, let me paste the same, and make sure that you also read this particular documentation. And if I will show you this documentation and take you at the bottom of this documentation, you will notice that it has clearly mentioned that you will also have to use this prefix, that is this 100 along with your chat ID, and in this way you will be able to send the messages into the Telegram group. Okay, so let me come back to Pabbly Connect, and before this ID and after this hyphen I am going to add this 100 prefix. Okay, so I have done that. Now finally it is asking that what text you would like to send. Okay, so here I am going to write hello team, and here whatever the details I am going to write manually, these details are going to be same. Okay, so hello team, a new invitee has just got created for our event, and here I want that my event name should be appear that too automatically. Okay, so instead of providing the event name manually, again I am going to map the event name, and remember we have already received the event name into our Calendly's response. Okay, so let me search for that event name, which was astrology consultation online. Okay, so I have mapped it successfully. A new invitee has just got created for our event. Okay, and I have provided the name. Here are the details of the invitee, colon, and finally I am going to share all the invitee details. But before that, let me also correct the spelling, and firstly I want that the name should be shared. Okay, so in front of this name I am going to provide the name of the person, which was demo user. Pressing enter, and here I am going to provide the email address of the invitee. Let me search with the help of @ Alright, so I have mapped the email address also. Again pressing enter, and I want that the phone number of the person should be shared. So just in case if my team wants to connect with this particular person, they can directly do that from this Telegram application itself. Okay, so let me add this phone number also, phone number colon, and again I will be searching for the phone number of the person, which was a dummy phone number. Okay, so where is the phone number? I'll have to check. Do I even have that phone number or not? And yes, we have that phone number, which again I have mapped. Lastly, I am going to add the start date and time of event. Okay, colon, and here I am going to provide the start event details, not from this Calendly data but from this date and time step. Okay, so let me open that and let me map the timing, and this time I am going to directly copy this text and pasting it here, and instead of start here I will write it as end date and timing, and finally I am going to map this end date. Alright, so I think I have provided all the required details. So in front of you I am going to click on this button directly, and then I am really expecting that the same message will be sent automatically on my Telegram group. Okay, so the name of my group is Pabbly YouTube Video Team. Here you can notice that we do not have any invitee details. Coming back to Pabbly Connect, clicking on this button save and send test request and waiting for the response to be received. Alright, fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received, so I am really expecting that the message has been sent automatically and already. And here you can notice into my Telegram group the same messages arrived, that is, hello team, a new invitee has just got created for our event astrology consultation online. Here are the details of the event, here are the details of the invitee. Okay, and the name of the person, the same email address, the same phone number, the same start date and time of the event, and the end date and time of the event. Okay, so this is how now onwards you can share your Calendly invitee details with your team on Telegram, and not just on the Telegram. Just in case if you want to share these details in Google Sheets or in Airtable or into the Slack application, you can also do the same by simply selecting a different application in place of this action step. Okay, so this is how you can entirely automate this process with the help of Pabbly Connect. And once this automation is created inside Pabbly Connect, after that you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this 4-step automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. Okay, so you just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. In this video, I will show you how you can add your Google contacts from new Calendly events automatically. So here I'm going to set an automation in Calendly and Google Contacts in such a way that whenever any new invitee booked an event into Calendly, the same invitee will be added automatically into your Google Contacts. In this way, whenever you want to make any contact with your invitee, you do not have to search for the invitee details by logging into the Calendly. You can directly call your invitees from Google Contacts itself. So if you also want to set this automation for yourself, then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my Calendly application, and in order to sync all Calendly invitees with the Google Contacts, I will have to first integrate these two applications with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. And I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so here you can notice I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have provided the name as add Google Contacts from new Calendly invitees. Okay, now I'm going to click on this blue button, that is create, and after that you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action. Okay, and here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customers. So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. And here, according to our use case, whenever any new invitee is created into the Calendly application, then automatically add those invitee details into the Google Contacts application. Okay, so I have selected both the applications in this trigger and the action window. Okay, where is Google Contacts? Alright, it is done. Now the idea here is I am going to connect both the applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I am going to select the trigger event, that is whenever any new invitee is created into the Calendly application, then this automation should trigger. Okay, so simply click on connect, then click on add a new connection, click on connect with the Calendly, and then you will have to provide the access of your Calendly account. Okay, I have provided this access multiple times. Here you can see since I am already logged in into this Calendly application already, so that is why the authorization is successful and my Calendly application is connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now here you can notice it has automatically fetched the organization from my Calendly application and user as well. Okay, and now I am going to click on this save and send test request button, and then you will notice that it will start waiting for the response. And here response means basically whenever any new invitee is created, it is going to capture that invitee response, that invitee details. Okay, so I am going to create a new invitee in front of here. You can notice it has already started waiting for the response. Okay, so this is my Calendly application. Here I have created an event with the name Astrology Consultation Online. Okay, and now I am going to open the booking page of this particular consultation online. Okay, and then as a dummy user, I am going to register this event basically as a new invitee. Okay, so assume that I am booking my consultation for the astrology for this 29th of June. Okay, and the timing is 10 a.m. Okay, clicking on next, and here I am going to provide my dummy details. Okay, so assume that the name of the person is demo user, the email address of the person is demo@pabblytunes.com, and lastly I am going to provide some dummy phone number, that is 96666 and 66666. It's a 10-digit dummy number. Now I am going to schedule this event, and you will notice that once the event is scheduled into the Calendly, the same details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Alright, I'll have to wait for the response to be received, and here you can notice the response response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. So here we have the same dummy email address, here we have the same name of the person, here we have the same phone number of the person. Let me also show you the event name, that is astrology consultation online, and we even have the start date and time and the end date and time. Let me show you where is the end date and time. All right, so here you can notice we have the end date and time. Okay, but here you can notice one more thing, that is I have scheduled this event for this 10 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. okay, but if I will show you the start and the end timing, you will notice a different timing here. Okay, so let me show you where is the start timing. All right, so the date is same, that is 29th of June, and if I will check the timing, that is 10 to 10:30 a.m. okay, so here you can notice we have actually 4:30 as the timing received. Okay, so basically this particular timing has been captured into the UTC format. Okay, so basically both the timings are same, the only difference is about the time zone. Okay, so what I can do is I can simply convert this timing from UTC into my local time zone, and in this way I can easily get the same timing. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and Calendly application is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen, every time any new invitee is created into the Calendly application, those invitee details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so the first step of our automation is done, and now moving further, when I have already captured the invitee details, now I am going to add those invitee details into the Google Contacts. Okay, so just like I have connected Pabbly Connect and Calendly, now I am going to connect this Google Contacts and Pabbly Connect. Alright, so I have selected the action event. Now I am going to click on this connect button, clicking on add new connection, clicking on sign in with Google, and then it will ask you the access of your Google Contacts account. Okay, I have provided this access multiple times, so I can also go with the existing connection. Okay, and make sure if you are building this connection for the first time, you will also have to go with the new connection only, and after that you can also go with the existing connection. Here you can notice my Google Contacts is connected with the Pabbly Connect, and currently I do not have any contacts into my Google Contacts, and as soon as with the help of this automation I am going to create a new contact, you will notice how contacts will be synced automatically. Now it is asking several details in order to create a contact in Google Contacts. Okay, but currently in this particular automation I have collected only few data from this Calendly. Basically I have collected only the name, email and the phone number from my invitee. Okay, so that is why I am going to update only few details, and then rest of the details I am going to leave blank. Okay, so it is asking for the email address, display name. Okay, so basically it is asking enter the email address, display name. Okay, so here I am going to provide the name of the person which was demo user. Okay, so I have mapped this detail. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping and from where this data has came from. Okay, so whenever I will click on this field, you will notice the same data is visible here in the drop down. Okay, so in order to provide the detail, I don't need to manually copy the above details and paste it here. Okay, I can easily map those details from this drop down. Okay, so let me show you. Here I need to map the email address. Let me search for the same and map it here. Okay, now you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating again and again in front of you. Okay, so whatever the details I am going to map here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Yes, I am repeating this again. Whatever the details I am providing here with the help of mapping, these details will change, will replace automatically when this automation will work in next time or in real time. Let me also provide the last important information which I have collected from my invitee. Okay, so I have provided the same. Now I am going to click on this button. Okay, let us check whether I have provided the correct value or not. Okay, phone number values. Okay, enter phone number values separated by a comma. Okay, so I think we can provide multiple phone numbers of a single person. Okay, so separated by a comma. Okay, so I have already provided one single phone number. So finally I am going to click on the save and send test request button, and you will notice as soon as I do that, firstly a response will be received into the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Okay, and if the response is received, I can say that my contact has been created into my Google contact, and yes, the response is received. Let me go back to my Google contacts and refresh this particular Google contacts, and here you can notice that the same person has been created as a contact into my Google Contacts application automatically. So here we have the important details of the invitee, that is the name, email address. I'm sorry that in place of name I have added the email address. Okay, so make sure that you provide the details in the correct values into the correct fields. Okay, so let us first correct this thing. Alright, so in this display name, how about I map the email address, the name of the person, and let us click on this button once again and see where exactly it is going to update this detail. Okay, let me refresh it. And here you can notice that in the name field right now we have the name as demo user and email address and phone number. Okay, so basically I have provided the name into this given name field. Okay, let me show you where is that field exactly. Okay, so can you notice this field given name? Here exactly I have provided the name, and after that the details have been updated at the correct place. Okay, so this is how now onwards every time any new invitee is going to schedule any event into your Calendly application, now you can sync your invitee details with your Google contacts, and now onwards whenever you want to make any contact with your users, with your invitee, you can directly open your Gmail account or your phone and then you can directly contact. You do not have to come back to the Calendly application and check for the invitee details. Okay, and to automate this process you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually, and just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. So you just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Here I am going to show you how you can cancel a new online booking on a condition automatically. So guys, if you take online appointments or bookings for your business, you might have faced this situation when you need to cancel a booking for any reason, and most of the time you have to do it manually by yourself. Now in this video I'm going to show you an automation technique which is going to cancel the booking automatically when a certain condition meets true. And guys, the best part is we can set up this automation without any coding. So let me show you how it's done. To set up the workflow of automation, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. And I'm going to paste the link of this landing page in the description so that you can sign up for free from here. And you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. So guys, just sign up right now from the given link. And after that, sign in to reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. From here, click on this create workflow button. Here you can give a suitable name to your workflow and then click on create. So guys, here I have given the name and now I'm clicking on create button, and you can see the workflow page is loading up. And on this page guys, you will find these two modules, the trigger and the action. So guys, these are the basic building blocks of our automation. Trigger is that event which starts the workflow, and the action is the automated consequence or the response of the trigger. In our use case guys, we are getting an appointment using Calendly application, and we are going to receive the date of that appointment here, and from the appointment page we are going to get some data. And according to the data, we are going to apply a condition that when this condition meets true, then cancel the same appointment. Okay. So here in the trigger, I am going to select Calendly as the trigger application. And the trigger event would be a new invitee created. Invitee means the one who have booked the appointment. Okay. So click on connect button. From here, select add new connection, then click on connect with Calendly. All right, and here you can see we are getting connected. So if you are not logged in Calendly, it might bring you to the login window, but I have already logged in here. You can see, so it just got connected, and here it will start showing the URL of organization and the user name of Calendly account. And here you can see we have save and send test request button. Okay, so when you click on this button, it will start showing waiting for the response. So this means, guys, now we can perform a test submission. Test submission means I'm going to manually create a booking from my booking page in Calendly, and the response of that booking will be captured here. Okay, let me show you. This is my booking page I have created with the help of Calendly application. This is the business name for which the booking is astrology consultation, and here I am choosing this date. Here I am choosing a time like this, and I'm clicking on next, and here I'm going to fill in some test details of a test customer, not an original customer. Here are some test details, and here you can see here I have asked a question: are you available for in-person meeting at my office? So here I'm going to select yes or no. Let's say I am selecting no option. So this will be the condition of cancellation. So when the person selects no, that he cannot meet in person at the office, I want that this booking should be cancelled automatically. Okay, so here I am clicking on schedule event button, and you can see the event or the booking has been confirmed. Let's check in our workflow if we got the data of this booking, and here you can see we got this response, and in this response, guys, you will find the email address by which the booking is done, the date and the time of the booking, the name of the person who have done the booking, and the answer he has selected. Okay, these are the details we got. Now, guys, what we want to check a condition first, that if this question was answered yes or no, and if it answered no, that the person cannot meet in person, then I want that this event or this booking should be cancelled automatically. So for that, guys, we are going to apply this condition here in this workflow using filter feature of Pabbly Connect. So in this action window, select filter option, and here it is asking to select the label, select the filter type, and put a value here. So I am clicking here, and from the first step I am going to select that label in which we have received the answer. Okay, here is the answer label, select it, then make the filter type equals to, and in the value I am going to put an O. Okay, so this means, guys, when this answer is equal to no, then only continue the workflow and cancel the booking. Otherwise, the booking should be kept. So click on save and send test request button. And here you can see the message is showing condition is true. So when this condition meets true, we want to cancel the booking. For cancelling the booking, just click here on this plus icon, and in this action step, connect with Calendly again. Calendly, okay, and here we have an action event which is cancel event. Okay, so with the help of this, we are going to cancel. Click on connect. Now I'm going to use my existing connection because we have already connected with Calendly. So choose existing option, then click on save, and you will be connected again. And here it is asking for the event's unique identifier ID or UUID. So guys, you can get this ID from the triggers response. Here you can see in the trigger response, guys, we have received this resource event URL. Okay, this is the resource event URL in which you can get the URL of the event. And here at the last, after this slash, we have this string of numbers and integers. This is actually the ID that we want. This is the UUID. But we have received the whole URL, so I'm going to fetch out this UUID from this URL using a feature of Pabbly Connect, which is called text formatter. So here, before this cancel event action, just click here on this plus icon to add one more action event, and here I'm going to search for text formatter. Okay, and the action event would be split text. Then click on connect button, and here it is asking which text you want to split. So just click here guys, and the previous steps will appear like this. And when you click here on the first step, you will see the whole data that you have received right here. So from here, I'm going to map the resource event label, and the separator would be this slash right here after events word. So put the slash here, the forward slash like this, okay. And here it is asking for the segment index. So guys, I want the last part of this whole URL. So select last option here. Then click on save and send test request button. And here you can see we got this result in which we got this ID, okay. Now guys, we can map this result here in this event UUID field. But now when you click, you can see the previous steps are not appearing because we have added the third step before the after fourth step, okay. But we need to create the workflow sequentially, so you need to refresh the connection again with Calendly here. So click on connected one more time. From here, keep existing connection option selected and click on save again, and you will be connected again with Calendly. Here it is asking for the UUID. Now when you click, it will show you the steps. So from the third step, map the result label, okay. So the ID got mapped, and let me show you in Calendly application my scheduled events. Okay, so you can see we got 2 scheduled events with the same name, and the last one is this 1 p.m. This was I have done recently. Let me show you from Calendly. This was the last booking we have done whose response we have captured, and it is at 1 to 1:30 Tuesday, June 20, okay. And this was here. This is the same event. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request button, and this event will be removed from this page because it will be cancelled. Let me show you how. I'm clicking on save and send test request button. All right, and this is the response we got. Let me refresh my page here, my upcoming events page in Calendly. And here you can see guys, the last booking was removed from here because we have cancelled it using the automation workflow here. So this is how it is going to work guys. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up it only once. After that, it will work automatically whenever you are going to receive a new booking and the person have answered the question as no. So the workflow will run and cancel the booking automatically. And I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description so that you can clone this workflow in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly.
Hello and welcome to Pabbly. So today in this video, we are going to learn how to create Zoho CRM contact tasks for Calendly Invitee. Now suppose guys, you are using Calendly as an appointment and event booking platform, using which the users can book an appointment with you, and Zoho CRM as a CRM application. Now you want that whenever a new invitee is created in Calendly, a new user books an appointment with you in Calendly, you want to create a contact task for the same user, for the same contact in Zoho CRM. So let me tell you, you can actually automate this complete process with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Calendly to Zoho CRM. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on. Where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. Now the idea here is we have created an event in our Calendly account. And now we want that using this Calendly event, this Calendly booking page, whenever a customer, a user or a contact books an appointment, an event with us, we want to create a task for the same contact in our Zoho CRM account. So we want to get the details of the new bookings from Calendly and we want to search for the user who has made the booking in Zoho CRM. And for that user, for that contact in Zoho CRM, we want to create a task regarding the same event, the same meeting which they have scheduled. So we are going to set up the today's automation workflow in such a way. So let's begin. And we are going to start with the trigger window. First, we are going to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger window so that we can get the details of the user who are scheduling the booking with us. So we are going to select Calendly in our trigger window. Now here, after selecting the application as Calendly, in trigger event from this drop-down, select Invitee created as the trigger event. After selecting a trigger event, just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this Connect with Calendly button. And now you can see that our Calendly account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the organization. So here, if you have created multiple organizations in your Calendly account, in this dropdown, you will get a list of all the organizations over here. And the new invitees or new event bookings from which particular organization you want to receive inside Pabbly Connect. You have to select that organization over here. After selecting the organization, it is asking us for the user. So it is most likely possible that you might have added multiple users in your Calendly account. So for which particular user you want to get the event booking appointments from Calendly inside Pabbly Connect, you have to select that user as well. Right now in my Calendly account, I have only one user and one organization. That's why in these drop downs, you can see only one options as of now. After this, there's an important note which says, make sure you have a Calendly Pro plan in order to use this integration. So here guys, to connect Calendly with Pabbly Connect in the trigger window, to get the new invitee details from Calendly inside Pabbly Connect, it is necessary to have a Calendly Pro plan. Only in that case, only with the Calendly Pro plan, you can set up this connection over here. After this guys, just click on this Save and Send Test Request button. And when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that it has changed to Waiting for Response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some response, some details of a new invitee being created in our Calendly account. So let's do it. We will go to a Calendly account and here I have created an event named as Pabbly Connect Demo. So we are going to book a test appointment. We are going to create a test event over here. In a new tab, I'll just paste the link of this event, that is Pabbly Connect Demo. And let's take an example. For 20th of June, we are going to schedule a booking, an appointment over here. Let's select the time as, for example, 3 p.m. Click on Next. Let's enter the details of the user. So name of the person is Demo User. This is the email address of this person. And this is the mobile number over here. And click on Schedule Event. So just now, as a test user, as a dummy user, we have scheduled an event, scheduled a booking on our Calendly event booking page. Now, because we have connected our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect, we will see in our Pabbly Connect workflow in this trigger window, we will receive the response. And in this response, guys, you will see the details of the exact same event booking which we have made just now. Here you can see the same email address which we have entered just now. Then we will scroll down. Here you can see the same name of the person, Demo User. Here you can see the same mobile number. And also you can see some other details. Like you can see the time zone of the person. Scroll down further. Then you can see the updated, that at what date and time this event was last updated. Then here you can see a response named as End Time. And also we will scroll down further. And here you can see a response named as Start Time over here. So guys, we have basically scheduled this appointment on our Calendly booking page for 20th of June from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. This was the date and time for which we have booked or scheduled this appointment. And here in response, you can see that we have received the same start date and time and end date and time of the appointment. That at what date and time this appointment is going to start and at what date and time this appointment is going to end. So here guys, you will see the start date and time over here is 20th of June 2023, but the time over here is 9:30 a.m. over here. But we have scheduled this appointment from 3 p.m. But the time which we have received inside Pabbly Connect is 9:30 a.m. This is because we have scheduled this appointment according to the Indian Standard Time. But while sending the new invitee details, new appointment details from Calendly to Pabbly Connect, Calendly sends us the data in UTC time zone. So there is a change of time zone, right? We have scheduled the appointment according to Indian time zone, and we have received the start date and time and end date and time of this appointment according to UTC time zone. That's why here you will see in this response of start date and time and end date and time, there is a difference of 5 hours and 30 minutes. And also in end time, you will notice the same. This is the same date, but the time over here is 10 a.m. But the time should be 3:30 p.m. over here. So there's a difference of 5 hours and 30 minutes in both of the date and time, start date and time and end date and time as well. So what we are going to do, before moving further, we have to basically convert this start date and time and end date and time of the appointment according to the Indian time zone. And also guys, here we can see that this date and time is received in pretty complex format. We have to change this into a simpler format as well. So I'm just taking an example of converting this UTC date and time into Indian time zone. But instead of Indian time zone, you can basically select any time zone of your choice from where you are. So to convert this end time and start time of the event into our Indian time zone and change the format, we will be using a feature or module of Pabbly Connect that is called date time formatter. So we will just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, we will search for date time formatter and select it. After selecting date time formatter in action event from the drop down, select the action event as format date with time zone and then just click on connect. After clicking on connect, the first thing it asks us is the date, that what is the date whose format and time zone we want to change. So first we want to change the format and time zone of the start time of the event, of the appointment. So what we have to do, we have to basically map this response of start time which we have received from Calendly over here in this date field of date time formatter. So we are going to map this response of start time from this trigger response to this action step over here. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and here in this drop down, you will see a list of all the responses which we have received from Calendly of a new invitee, of a new appointment booking. Out of all of these responses, select this response of resource start time. Just select this response and it will be mapped over here. So whatever date and time of the appointment the user is going to select in our Calendly booking page, the same response will be received inside Pabbly Connect according to UTC time zone and in this format. And using date time formatter, we are going to change the format and the time zone of same date and time. Now after mapping the date, the next thing it asks us is from format, that in which particular format this date and time is present right now. So in this format, this date and time is present right now of year, month, dates and hours, minutes and seconds. So we have selected this from format. Then in to format from this drop down, you have to select that format, that in which particular format we want to change this date and time into. So let's select this format as this day, month, year, hours, minutes and seconds. This is a pretty simple format which we can use. So I'm going to select this to format over here. Then in from time zone, as I told you, we have to select UTC over here because we have received this date and time according to UTC time zone from Calendly. And in to time zone, we are going to select Asia, Kolkata. Asia, Kolkata. Just select it over here. So because we want to convert this date and time into Asia, Kolkata time zone, because I'm in India and in India, we follow the Asia, Kolkata time zone over here. But instead of this guys, if you are from some other country or if you want to change this start date and time according to some other time zone, you can select the to time zone over here of your choice. And then just click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received the response. And in this response, you can see the exact same date and time for which we have scheduled the appointment. The date was 28th of June. Here you can see the same date, 28th of June 2023. And the time was 3 p.m. The start date and time was 3 p.m. as you can see over here. So we have successfully converted the format and the time zone of start date and time of the event. Now we have to perform the same process for end date and time of the event as well. So here we have received the response of end date and time. This is also in UTC time zone and up in a pretty complex format. So we are going to change the format and time zone for that as well. So we will just scroll down and we have to actually perform this exact same action step of date time formatter once again. So instead of adding this once again, you can actually copy this action step and paste it as well. Just click on these three dots in front of it, click on this copy step button and it will be copied. Once again, click on this three dot and click on paste step over here. And when we click on paste step, here you can see this exact same action step with all the selected fields is pasted below. Now in this action step, because we want to change the format and the time zone of end date and time, here in this date field, clear this response of start time, and from the drop down from Calendly responses, select the response of end date and time. So using this action step, we are going to change the format and the time zone of end date and time. You can basically keep rest of the things as it is, like from format is the same, to format is also the same, from time zone is also the same, and to time zone is also the same. After this, just click on save and send test request, and we will see we will get a response of the format and the time zone change of the end date and time. So here you can see the same date and the time is 3:30 p.m. The end time of this appointment was 3:30 p.m. over here. So we have successfully changed the format and the time zone of the event start date, appointment start date and end date. Now let's move to the next step. In the next step, we want to create a task for this particular contact in our Zoho CRM account. But before creating the task, we have to search that whether do we have this user who has booked an appointment in our Zoho CRM account as a contact or not. And to search it, we will just scroll down and click on this add action step button over here. And because we want to search for this contact in Zoho CRM, here in action step in choose app, we are going to search for Zoho CRM. Just select it. After selecting Zoho CRM in action event from this drop down, select the action event as search contact. Then just click on connect and select add new connection over here. So here guys, we have to connect our Zoho CRM account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Zoho CRM button. Now when we click on it, the first thing it asks us is the domain. That what is the domain of our Zoho CRM account. Now to get the domain, just log into your Zoho CRM account and here in the URL section, you can see the domain. Like the domain of my Zoho CRM account is zoho.in. So we just have to copy the domain from there and paste it over here. If you want, you can copy the domain or search for the domain from this drop down as well. That your domain is zoho.com or your Zoho account domain is zoho.com.au or zoho.eu, zoho.in or zoho.com.cn. So out of all of this, there must be a domain for your Zoho account. You have to enter that domain over here and then just click on save. Now because I have already logged into my Zoho CRM account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected this same account over here. We will just scroll down and click on this accept button over here. And when we click on accept, we will see our Zoho CRM account will get connected with Pabbly Connect in this action step. After making this connection, the only thing it asks us is the email. That what is the email address of the contact which we want to search on our Zoho CRM account. So while getting the new appointment details from Calendly, we have also asked the user for their email address. And here in this trigger response, we have received this response of email. So from these responses of Calendly, we are going to map the response of email, resource email over here in this email field of Zoho CRM step. Just click on this field and here from the drop down from Calendly responses, select the response of email and map it. And after mapping the email address, just click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received the response. And in this response, you will get all the details of the contact whose email address we have mapped over here. Basically, while making the appointment, the user has entered their email address and using that email address, we have basically searched for the contact in our Zoho CRM account. So here you can see the owner ID of the contact, the owner email, the contact email address. Then we will scroll down further and here you can see this response of data 0 ID. This is the unique contact ID. Now, if the user who has booked an appointment, if that user do exist in our Zoho CRM account as a contact, then using this action step, we will get this response of contact ID. And if the user who has entered their details and email address, that contact does not exist in our Zoho CRM account, in that case, we won't be getting any response over here. This response of data ID will be missing over here. So guys, what we are going to do, we are going to set up a filter condition after this. Like using search contact, we have received the data ID, the contact ID basically, and you can see all the other details of the same contact, like the name, and also you can see the mobile number over here. So guys, we are going to set up a filter condition that if we get this response of create ID, that this data ID over here, only in that case, we are going to create a task for this contact in Zoho CRM. If the contact, the user who has booked an appointment with us on our Calendly page, if that user already does not exist in our Zoho CRM account, in that case, we won't be creating any task because that contact does not exist. Using this automation, we won't be creating any task over here as well. So guys, first we have to add a filter condition that if we get this response of data ID, if the contact do exist in our Zoho CRM, only then this automation workflow should be executed further. And for that, we will just scroll down and click on this add action step button over here. And then here in choose app, we are going to select filter. After selecting filter by Pabbly, here the first thing it asks us is select label. Now here in select label, we are going to select this label of data 0 ID. So from the drop down, from Zoho CRM responses, select this response of data 0 ID. And then in filter type from this drop down, we are going to select exist over here and click on save and send test request. So here guys, we have added a filter condition that using this search contact action step, if we get this response of data ID, only in that case, this automation workflow will be continued further. And because we have received this response of data ID, that's why this filter step is showing us that the condition is true. So we have successfully added this filter condition. Now let's create a task for this contact in our Zoho CRM account. Just click on this add action step button. And then here in choose app, we are going to once again search for Zoho CRM. Just select it. After selecting Zoho CRM, in action event from this drop down, select the action event as create contact task. So we will just scroll down and select the action event over here, create contact task. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. But here guys, we have already connected our Zoho CRM account in the previous step. So we don't have to make a new connection over here. You can select the existing connection and click on save. After clicking on save, the first thing it asks us is the owner. That who is the owner of the contact for which we want to create the task. So using the search contact action step, we have received this response of owner ID as well. So from this response, we are going to map the owner ID of this contact over here in this field of owner. So just turn the mapping button on and clear this default response. And after that, from the drop down, from Zoho CRM search contact action step, select the response of owner ID and map it over here. So in this way, whoever will be the owner of that contact with the same owner ID, the task will be created in our Zoho CRM account for that particular contact. After mapping the owner ID, it is asking us for the contact, that for which particular contact we want to create task. So every time we are going to get the booking on our Calendly page for a new user. This means every time a new contact will be there. For a new contact, we want to create the contact task. So we are going to map the response of contact ID as well. Just turn this mapping button on, clear the default response, and from Zoho CRM, as we discussed, we have received this response of contact ID, data 0 ID. Just select it and map it over here as well. After contact ID, the next thing it asks us is the subject. That what is the subject line for this particular task which we are going to create. So I want my subject line to be, first I want to mention the name. So from Calendly responses, I'm going to mention the name of the person. And then I want my subject line to be demo user has scheduled an appointment with us. This is basically the subject line of the task which we are going to create. We will be mentioning the name of the person and then has scheduled an appointment with us. Then we have the description. So I want my description of the task to be appointment details. And then here we are going to mention the start date and time. And then from date time formatter, we have basically received the correct date and time format and time zone of start date and time of the appointment. So select the response of correct date and time of the start date and time of the appointment. And then end date and time as well. And using date time formatter, we have corrected the format and the time zone of end date and time as well. So map that response too. Then here we are going to enter some other details like, for example, mobile number. So using Calendly booking page, we have received some other details like mobile number of the user as well. So from Calendly responses, if you want, you can map the response of mobile number as well. In this way, you can basically add any details of the appointment over here. Then it is asking us for the status, that the task which we are creating, what will be the status of that task. So here in this drop down, you can see a list of different status over here. I want the status of all the tasks which I am creating using this automation to be not started. So I will be selecting status as not started over here. Then it is asking us for the due date. So if you want, you can add some due date for these tasks as well. And the due date format will be year, month and date. But right now, because we are mentioning the start date and time and end date and time of the appointment, it is not necessary to enter the due date. So you can ignore this field for now as well. Then it is asking us for the priority. So here I want the priority of these tasks to be normal. Not high, not low, we just want it to be normal. So we are selecting normal over here. And at last, it is asking us for the trigger. That do you want to trigger some kind of workflow or automation in your Zoho CRM account using this task? So we don't want to trigger any automation. So let's ignore this trigger field as well for now. And then just click on save and send test request. Now, when we click on save and send test request, you will see here we have received a response from Zoho CRM. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details which we have entered, which we have mapped over here, using these details, a task has been created for this task. For this contact whose contact ID we have mapped. Basically, the user who has booked an appointment with us, for that user, for that contact in our Zoho CRM account, we have basically created a task. So let's check it. We will go to a Zoho CRM account, we'll go to contacts page, and here we have this contact demo user, using whose details we have booked the appointment. So we'll go to the contact, and yes, here under open activities, you can see that a new task is created. So the title, the subject line of this task is demo user has scheduled an appointment with us. Here you can see the priority of this task is normal and status is not started. The same priority and status which we have selected while setting up the automation. Then you can see the same subject line, and after that, here you can see the same description as well. And in the description, we have added the start date time, end date time of the event of the meeting, and also the mobile number. So this means this automation workflow is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new appointment on our Calendly booking page, automatically a task will be created in our Zoho CRM account for the same contact who has booked an appointment with us on Calendly booking page. So guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. Once again, I'll just copy the event booking link of my Calendly event. For example, let me just copy this link, go to a new tab, and we are going to paste this link. And we are going to make another appointment booking for now. Let's select the date as 22nd of June and time as 11 AM over here. Now here let's enter the details of another dummy user. For example, the name of this person is test user and this is the email address. And this is the dummy mobile number over here. So here guys, we have the details of the user. We are booking this appointment as test user. And you will see in my Zoho CRM account, I already have a contact named as test user. This is the name and this is the email address. So we will see as we book this appointment with this name and email address on our Calendly page, we will see in our Zoho CRM account for this contact, a task will be created. So let's click on the schedule event button. And as we click on schedule event, this appointment is successfully created. The appointment is on 22nd of June from 11 AM to 11:30 AM over here. Now after this guys, we will go back to a Zoho CRM account and refresh this contacts page once. And as we refresh this page, we will see a new task will be created for this exact same contact. And yes, here under open activities, you will see a new task is created. The subject line of this task is test user has scheduled an appointment with us. And here you will see when we open this task, you will see the same details of this task. The priority is normal, status is not started, the same subject line. And here in description, you can see the same start date and time and end date and time of the appointment which we have selected while booking the appointment or while booking the event on our Calendly booking page. So we have tested this automation in real time and this automation is working perfectly fine. So guys, not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
How to send channel messages in Discord for new invitees created in Calendly. So here I am going to set an automation in Calendly and Discord in such a way that whenever any new invitee is created into your Calendly account, the same invitee details will be sent to your team automatically on Discord. Yes, it is possible. So if you also want to sync your invitee details with the Discord channel automatically, then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. Now to automate this process, firstly I am going to connect Calendly with the Discord application with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. And since I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, here you can notice I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now after reaching out to the dashboard, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have provided, basically I have pasted the name as send Calendly invitee to Discord channel. Okay, now click on create and then you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customers. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. And here according to our use case, whenever any new invitee is created into the Calendly application, then automatically send these invitee details into the Discord application. Okay, so let me search for the Discord in the action application. So after selecting both the application in the trigger and the action window, now I am going to connect both the applications with the Pabbly Connect one by one. Okay, so firstly I will select the trigger event, that is whenever any new invitee is created in Calendly, this automation should trigger. Okay, so simply click on connect, click on add new connection, then click on connect with Calendly, and then you will have to provide the access of your Calendly account. Okay, I am already logged in into the Calendly. Here you can notice, so that is why the authorization is successful. The authorization is successful and my Calendly application is connected with the Pabbly Connect. And as soon as you will connect your Calendly account, the organization link will be added here automatically, and it will also show you the number of users. Basically whatever the user you have in your Calendly account, that will be visible here. Now you will have to click on this button, that is save and send test request, and then you will notice that it will start waiting for the response. Okay, alright, so it is waiting for the response, which means it is actually waiting for the new invitee creation into the Calendly. Okay, so how about I open this booking page in front of you, and then as a dummy user I am going to book this event with some dummy details so that an invitee will be created into the Calendly account. Okay, and after that you will notice that how the details will be sent, will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I have selected the timing as 10:30. Okay, astrology consultation online. Let me provide the name of the person, something like demo user. Now it is asking for the email address of the person. Let me also provide the dummy email address, something like demo@pabblytudes.com, asking for the phone number. So again I am going to provide a dummy phone number only, that is a 10-digit dummy number. Okay, so I think I have provided all the details. Now I am going to click on the schedule event button, and you will notice that as soon as I will click on that button, as soon as the invitee is created, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so waiting for the response to be received here. And here you can notice that the response is received. Okay, if I will show you the details one by one, so here we have the created date, here we have the same email address, here we have the name of the person, the phone number of the person, and we even have the time zone, we even have the updated date. Let me also show you the name of the event, that is astrology consultation timing. We even have the start timing, that is 5. Now why it is showing the timing as the 5 p.m. However, we have selected the timing as 10:30 to 11 am because it has captured the timing into the UTC format. don't worry, we can convert this timing into the normal Asia and Kolkata timing, and then you will be able to see the same timing which we have selected at the time of booking. Okay, so I think the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and Calendly account is working absolutely fine. Okay, and now I want to send these invitee details to my team on Discord channel. Okay, so in the action event, firstly I will select this send channel message. Okay, clicking on connect, and here you can see it has connected immediately because I'm already logged in into the Discord application. Okay, and now it is asking the webhook URL, so you can visit this particular documentation and read everything that how you can get this webhook URL. Okay, so let me show you. This is my Discord channel. Okay, you will have to click on this arrow button, click on then server settings, click on this integration section, then click on this view webhooks option, then finally click on this new webhook option. Okay, so this is how a new webhook will be created. Okay, click on this arrow and then firstly provide the name to your webhook, that is connection with Calendly. Okay, I have provided the name. Now you will have to click on this copy webhook URL button and then finally click on this save changes. This is how your webhook URL will be added into the Discord, and when you will come back, remember we have already copied that webhook URL. Let me paste to the same. Okay, and now finally it is asking for the message which you would like to send to your team, and it is also asking for the bot name, bot icon and text to speech. Okay, so I'm going to provide the data only into the important fields. Let us compose the message. Okay, so how about I write something like hello team members. Okay, hello team members, a new invitee is just created into our Calendly account on the event, for the event, and here I want that the event name should appear automatically. Okay, so the interesting thing is I don't need to manually copy the event name and paste in the below. Okay, when you will click on this field, you will find the above data here in the drop down. Okay, let me search for the name of the event, that is astrology consultation online. Okay, so I have mapped it. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping? So whatever the details I will provide manually, these details will remain same, but whatever the details I'm going to map here, these details will be replaced, will be changed automatically when this automation will work in next time in real time. Okay, so this is the difference in between providing the value manually and providing the value with the help of mapping. Okay, a new invitee is just created into our Calendly account for the event. Okay, and here I'm also going to share the invitee details. Invitee details are as follows, and here I am going to add the email address of the person. Okay, let us add a colon and search for the email with the help of @, and I can also share the phone number of the person, phone number of the invitee. Okay, let me again search for the phone number of the person, and here I have mapped the phone number as well. Lastly, I am also going to map the name of the person. Let us search for the name which was demo user. Okay, so I think I have provided all the important details. Just in case if you also want to share the timing, basically the start and the end timing, start time of event. Okay, of event, so here I can also map the start timing and the end timing, but the thing is the timing which we have captured is actually into the different format. So firstly I will have to convert that timing, and then I'll have to map that new converted timing here. Okay, so let me first complete this statement, that is end time of event. Okay, and let me show you how you can make this kind of conversation. Okay, so you will have to click on this plus icon firstly. All right, then search for the date and time formatter feature firstly. Now select the action event, that is format date with time zone. Click on connect. It will be connected immediately. Now you will have to provide that date. Okay, so currently I would like to correct the formatting of the start timing. Okay, so I have mapped it, that is resourced start timing, asking from the from format which is already the same, asking for the to format. So I'm going to keep it simple, that is YYMMDD HHMMSS. Okay, so I have selected the basic format, asking for the from time zone and to time zone. Okay, so this timing was actually into into the UTC format. Okay, so let me search for the same, that is UTC. Alright, so here we have the UTC, and here I will write something like Asia/Kolkata. Okay, so I have searched for the same, clicking on this button save and send test request, and this time I am really expecting to be received the same timing, and yes, we have received the timing of 10:30. Let us cross check, and yes, we have actually scheduled this timing for this event for 10:30 a.m. Okay, so this is how you can convert your start timing. Let me first rename this step in order to avoid any kind of confusion, because I'm also going to convert the end time. Okay, so firstly I will write here as start time, clicking on update. Alright, now in place of adding this date and time formatter feature, date and time formatter step once again from the scratch, I am going to do an interesting thing, that is click on this 3 dot and then click on this copy step, and after that again click on this 3 dot and then click on this paste step, and this is how the same step will be cloned, will be pasted at below. Okay, let me show you. This is the step which we have just pasted. Okay, firstly I am going to rename this step, and in place of start timing I will write something like end timing. Let me also remove this extra data. Okay, so I have done clicking on update, and that step has been renamed successfully. Now in place of mapping the start timing in this field, I will map the end timing. Okay, because I am converting end timing this time. Okay, end time. Alright, so here we have the end time. From format is going to be the same, to format will also be the same. In fact, the from time zone and to time zone will of course be the same. Clicking on this button, and I am expecting the date and time to be of 11 a.m. and yes, I have received all the details. Let us check. Yes, it is actually of 28th of June 11 a.m. and yes, it is the same date. Okay, so now I can map the start and end timing also here. Okay, so when I will click on this field here, you can notice that the recent step data is not visible here. Okay, so I can do one more thing. I'll have to click on this connect button once again, and then I am going to click on this save button. Okay, well, it has not asked for the save, it has connected it once again. Okay, let me show you. After that, when I will click on this send test button, when I will click on this start button, basically when I will open here, you will be able to notice that recent data also. Okay, so I have mapped the start timing. Alright, it has got mapped at the incorrect place. Let me map it at the correct place, and here I will press enter, and then finally I will map the end date as well, end date and time as well. Okay, so where is the end date and time? I'll have to check. And this is the end date and timing. I think I have provided all the important details. Now I am going to directly click on this button, and you will notice that how the message will be arrived on my Discord channel. Okay, so you can read it here. The message is also already arrived, and even the response is received here. Okay, let us read the message. Hello team members, a new invite is just created into our Calendly account for the event Astrology Consultation Online. Invitee details are as follows. Here we have the email, the phone number and the name of the person, and the start time of the event and the end timing of the event. Okay, so this is how now onwards, every time a new invitee will be created into our Calendly account, those invitee details will be shared automatically with your team on Discord channel. For that, you will have to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. And just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. So you just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. In this video, I will show you how you can add your new invitees of Calendly to MS Excel automatically. So here I will set an automation in Calendly and MS Excel in such a way that whenever a new invitee is created in Calendly application, the same invitee with all details will be added to MS Excel. Do you also want to automate this process? Then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my Calendly application, and I am going to integrate it with the MS Excel with the help of an integration and automation software Pabbly Connect. And I am an existing existing user. So here you can notice I am already logged in into the dashboard. Okay, you can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free task to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have provided the name as add new invitees of Calendly to MS Excel. Now I am going to click on this create button, and then you will notice 2 boxes. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customers. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. Okay, and according to our use case, whenever any new invitee is created into the Calendly application, so that is why I'm selecting the Calendly application as a trigger application. I want that those invitee details should be added into the MS Excel application. Okay, so that is why I am going to search for the same, that is Microsoft Excel. Now the idea here is I am going to connect both the applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let us first connect Calendly with Pabbly Connect. So firstly I am going to select the trigger event, and here I want that invitee is created into this Calendly application. This automation should trigger, or we can say that the details of invitee should be fetched up automatically via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I have clicked on connect, clicking on add new connection, clicking on connect with the Calendly, and then you will have to provide the access of your Calendly account. Okay, I am already logged in into the Calendly in some different apps, so instead of asking me for the credentials, it has connected immediately. And since I am connected, here you can notice it is showing me the organization name and the user which I have into my Calendly account. Okay, I don't need to make any changes. I just need to click on the save and send test request, and you will notice that the same invitee details, whatever the invitee will be created here, those details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so firstly I am going to open that booking page in front of you, and then I am going to make a dummy appointment booking in front of you with some dummy details. Okay, so I have selected the date as 24th of June. Now I am going to select the timing as 10 AM, clicking on next, and here it is asking for the details. Okay, so how about I provide the name something like demo user, asking for the email address. So here I will provide the email address as help@pabblycutes.com. Alright, asking for the email address, and again I am going to provide some dummy phone number only. It is actually a phone number. Okay, so I have provided a 10-digit phone number. Now finally I am going to schedule this event, and once this event is scheduled, or once this appointment is booked, I will have to click on this button, and after clicking on this button you will notice that the same invitee details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Alright, waiting for the response. Alright, so there is a small change. Firstly you will have to click on the save and send test request button, and after that you will have to book this appointment. Okay, so don't worry about that. I am going to book an appointment once again. Okay, so let us first open this booking page in a new different tab. Okay, so this is my booking page, and this time I am going to schedule this appointment for 22nd of June. The timing is going to be the same. Let me also provide the details. Alright, so I have provided the dummy details, clicking on this schedule event button, and then I will wait for the response to be received. And here you can notice after waiting for few seconds the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. Here you can notice we have the same email address, we have the same name of the person, we even have the same phone number of the person. Let me also show you the details of the start and end timing. Alright, so here we have the end timing of the event. Let us search for the start timing also. Now you must be thinking that we have scheduled the event for which particular timing, for 10 AM to 10:30 10:30, but here the start and end timing is actually different. That is, the start timing is of 4:30 and we have the end timing as 5. Okay, so why there is a difference in between timings? Okay, so basically this particular timing has been captured into the UTC format. Okay, so when I will convert this UTC format into the Indian Standard Time, you will see that we will get the same timing, the exact timing for which we have scheduled the event. Okay, that is very easy with Pabbly Connect. Let me show you how you can do that. Okay, so before this Microsoft Excel step, firstly I'm going to click on this plus icon and then I will search for the date and time formatter feature, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can apply different kind of operations within your date, within your automation. Okay, so I will go with this format date with the time zone. Simply click on connect and it will be connected immediately. Now you just need to provide the date, and the interesting thing is I don't need to manually copy this date and paste it here. When I will click on this field, you will notice that the same Calendly data, the above data is visible here in the drop down. Let me search for the same, that is the start date. Alright, I have selected the same. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping? Okay, so whatever the details you will map in this way, these details will replace automatically when this automation will work in real time. Now it is asking for the from format. Okay, so currently we have the from format as YYYYMMDDT and then HHMMSS and Z finally. Well, the same format is already got selected. In the to format, instead of this format, I think I would like to go with the simpler format. Okay, so how about I go with this simple format, that is YYYYMMDDHHMMSS. Okay, so I have selected the same, and of course in the from time zone, since the from time zone currently we have is into the UTC and ETC format. Okay, so let me search for the same, that is ETC and UTC, and in the to time zone I will select it as Asia/Kolkata. Okay, so I have selected the same. Clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will notice that in the response we will receive the same timing, that is 22nd of June 10 AM. Here you can notice that we have booked this appointment for the same timing. Okay, so we have converted the start timing currently. Now we can easily convert the end timing also, but before that, how about I first rename this step so that I won't get confused. Okay, date and time formatter, and here I will add a colon, and this is for the start timing, so let me write start time. Okay, clicking on update, and the interesting thing is for the end timing I don't need to apply this step from the scratch. When I will click on this three dot, I will find an option of the copy and paste option. Okay, so firstly I am going to copy the same step. Okay, and then again I am going to click on this three dot and clicking on this paste step, and you will notice that the same step will be pasted here also, and here you can notice the same step has been pasted. Firstly I am going to rename this step as end timing. Okay, so instead of start timing I will write it as end timing. How about I remove this extra data, clicking on this update button, and now finally I am going to do the changes. Okay, so I just need to make a small changes, that is in place of the start timing I am going to map the end timing here, which we have received from Calendly. Okay, so let us check where is the end timing, and here you can notice we have the timing as the end timing. Okay, so let me map the same, and here the from format will be the same, the to format will be the same, the from time zone and the to time zone is also going to be the same. Directly clicking on this button, and you will notice that in the response we will receive the same end timing, that is 10:30. Okay, here you can notice the timing is same. Alright, so we have received the start timing as well as the end timing. We also have all the event details which we can directly update into the MS Excel. Okay, so the application is already selected. You just need to select the action event, that is add row to worksheet. Okay, so firstly we are going to add a new row, and in that new row all the data will be added. If you are building this connection for the first time, you will have to select this add new connection, and then you will have to click on this connect connect with Microsoft Excel and provide the access of your Microsoft Excel account. Okay, so I have already provided this connection multiple times, so I will go with the existing connection only, clicking on save, and this is how my Microsoft Excel application will be also connected with Pabbly Connect immediately. Here you can see it is connected, and since we are connected, whatever the workbooks I have created into my Excel account have started visible here. Currently I will select this particular Excel. Okay, so how about I first rename this Excel sheet? All new invitee details. Okay, I'm providing this particular name, and here you can notice I have in total 6 columns in total in this spreadsheet. That is the event name, invitee name, phone number, email, event start time, and the event end time. Okay, come back to Pabbly Connect and open this drop down. Okay, so let us search for the same. Let us first refresh this particular thing so that whatever the changes we have just made into our Excel spreadsheet, the same changes will be reflected here also. Okay, wait for that. And if I will open this drop down, let me search for the same, that is all new invitee details. All right, I have selected the same. Okay, in sheet 1, well, I have a single sheet only which has got selected in this worksheet automatically, and then you will notice that whatever the columns I have added into my Excel sheet, the same column will be visible as the field here into the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Here you can notice we have all 6 columns, that is the event name, the invitee name, the phone number, email, event start time, and the event end time. Okay, so from where I am going to provide the details, remember we have already captured this data into our previous step. Okay, and I don't need to manually copy those data and paste it here. Again, I am going to map this data, and as I have told you, mapping is very simple. Okay, let me first search for the event name, which was astrology consultation timing. So I have mapped the first detail. Asking for the invitee name, again I am going to search for the same. I remember the name of the person was test user. Asking for the phone number, let me again search for the same, and here we have the dummy phone number of the invitee. And let me map other 3 details also, that is the email address. All right, I have searched for the email address as well, and the event start time and end time. So I am going to map these 2 details from this particular data, from this date and time formatted data. Okay, so I think I have mapped all the details, and as I have told you, whatever the details you will map here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. And as soon as I will click on this save and send test request button in front of you, you will notice that the data will be added into the MS Excel. Here you can notice that the positive response is received. Going back to my Excel sheet, and let me first refresh this sheet, fingers crossed, and wait for that invitee data to be updated here. And here you can notice that we have the same event name, we have the invitee name, we have the phone number, email, event start time, that is the 10 a.m. and event end time, that is the 10:30 a.m. Okay, so we have all the data. Okay, and the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between our Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect is also working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards, what will happen? Every time someone is going to book an event, basically whenever a new invitee is created into your Calendly application, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect firstly and instantly. Okay, because this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, and after that it is going to convert both the timings, and once the timings are converted, it will immediately add those details into the MS Excel. Okay, so to automate this process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this 4-step automation into your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation into the description box. Okay, so you just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free.
Hello everyone, so in this video we are going to learn about how to create Asana project and task for Calendly invitee. So whenever an invitee registers themselves for an event in Calendly, then you have to first create a project in Asana and then a task. So we are going to create a complete automation with the help of Pabbly Connect for this process, where our trigger will be to new invitee that will be created in Calendly, and our action will be to generate a project and task in Asana. Let us learn how to do that.
So let us learn that how you can create task and project in Asana whenever an invitee registers themselves for any event that has been created over here. So like you can see in your Asana, we have over here this project that I have created, and this task is created inside the project with the help of just one automation. So let us quickly sign in into our account, so that we will reach this place where I can see all the applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation. Click on Access Now and it will take me to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you will see a big blue button on your right side where it's written Create Workflow. Click on the button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Create Asana Project and Task for Calendly Invitee. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you, like you can see on your screen. You will be able to see trigger and action over here, which are the basic modules of Pabbly Connect on which the whole automation works. Now before that, I would like to remind you to open your Asana and your Calendly separately in here tabs, so that you can connect both of these accounts to your Pabbly Connect, and also to cross-check the changes that you're going to make during this workflow. So let us understand the trigger and the action. So trigger over here is going to be the first application where the event will take place manually, or we are going to perform the event. As in that the application here will be my Calendly, because the invitee that will register themselves for the event in Calendly will trigger this workflow, and in turn the action application, which is going to be Asana, will create a project and then a task in Asana only. And these plus buttons are provided to you to add more steps to your workflow if required. So let us choose the event over here. The trigger event is going to be invitee created, because it triggers the webhook for subscribed events that belong to a specific user. When you click on invitee created, so every time the invitee creates a registration for any event in Calendly, this will trigger. So let us see that we have created an event over here, which is Poetry Workshop, and I have opened the booking page right here so that we can make the booking. So when you click on Connect, first of all, you connect your Calendly and Pabbly Connect, so that any registration for any event in Calendly will be fetched over here in your workflow as a response. Click on Add New Connection and connect with Calendly. Here you just have to click on Connect to Calendly to give access to Pabbly Connect, and your connection will be done. Once it is done, it will automatically choose the organization name and the username as well, which is correct, as you can check it in your account settings and see this is the name of our account holder. So this is the correct account that we have been connected to. Now when you click on Save and Send Test Request, you see it starts waiting for a response, which means that now we have to do a sample registration as an invitee for this event. Let us go to our booking page and choose our day. Let's say I am free on 15th. I will choose the day and then the time that I have been allotted. It's a 30-minute program, so I will choose 11 a.m. and click on Next. Enter the details of the person, the invitee. So the person over here is test person, and the email address for that person will be this. And if you want to share any more detail, then you can over here. Like I want to discuss some specific types of poetry, so I will enter that. And simply click on Schedule Event and my registration will be complete. See, it is confirmed. When you go back to Pabbly Connect, you will see that you will be receiving a response with all the details that you just entered over there on the booking page. And here we have the response, we have the email address of the person, name of the person, the detail that we added, and all the other details related to our registration. So we have created the invitee over here, and now we need these details that we will be using to create a project in Asana. All right, so let us choose the event now as Create Project. Click on Connect and Add New Connection, because this is the first time you're using Asana in your workflow. You will always go for Add New Connection. Connect with Asana, and it will be automatically connected by detecting your account in a separate tab over here. Now it will again select the workspace name and the team name over here. So you can select the team from here. The team is Demo First Team. So choose that team from here only, which is this one. Okay, demos first team. The workspace name is also correct. You can choose it from here. It is completely fine. Now you have to give a project name. So this you do not need to map exactly. This is going to be the first time you're going to give the name to your project. So I would suggest to give the name with the name of the person, because the event might be same. It is recurring. If multiple people register for the same event over here, then the same name project will be created. So I'm going to take the name of the person. No notes or start on, due on. You will enter these details in the task only. So simply click on save and send test request and create a project right here. Now, when a project is created, the response will include the project ID. This will be required when you need a very specific detail. See, the project is created. You do not have a task over here. Okay, you can select the type of view. You need a board view or you need a list view. Now, because we did not select, it shows over here as a list view. All right. So here you need to be very specific that this is the project where you want to create the task. That will help you with the project ID over here. So let us close this window, and now we will click on this plus button to choose our action application again, which is going to be Asana. Choose Asana over here, and the event here will be create a task for a project. If you read below, creates a new task for a project. Now simply click on connect. Because we are using Asana for the second time in the same workflow, we will keep it on, select existing connection and click on save. Once this is done, then see, it will automatically choose the workspace. Now workspace is similar to what we had earlier also, pabblitudes.com, which is the same. Project ID is required, so you do not need to choose it from here. Okay, you will choose it from here. First activate the map button, because every time a new project will be created, it might not be existing one, right? So we will map the ID from here. Open your Asana and map this data ID. Now, one thing that I need to mention over here, if you read the help desk given to you, select project IDs, or you can map and give it in this format, which means you need to have these double quotes and also the square brackets. So once the loading is done, we will make these changes. Give the double quotes on both sides and also the square brackets. This is the format of your project ID. Now we have to give a task name. So the task name can be taken from the name of the event, which is poetry event. So I am just going to scroll down and find my poetry workshop. This is the name of the task. Now any notes? Yes, we entered about the type of poetry. So you can just type in the search and map data. You search it and it will straight away take you to the value where you're looking for. Now due at and due on. One thing that I need to mention again is that you have to enter either of this, either due at or due on. So if you enter due at, you have to convert the date into a different format, which is UTC. And our Calendly response includes the Indian time format. So what we are going to do is come up over here, close this window, click on this plus button, because you need to change the date format over here, and choose date time formatter. Date time formatter is a feature built inside Pabbly, with the help of which you can format the date. Now we will choose format date with time zone, because we need to change the time zone. Click on connect. Connection is not a difficult task because the feature is of Pabbly only. Now first you enter the date over here. Choose start from your search and map data. This is the date you want to change. What is the format right now? It is this one. To format is going to be the small y1. So let us find that one over here. So the format is this. Now what is the time zone? The time zone from one is the Indian one. You will choose Asia Kolkata and change it to UTC. Now you have to do it according to the time zone you are working. Click on save and send test request, and the change will be like this. All right. Now once it is changed, close this window, come back to Asana, click on connect, because you need to refresh it. You've added one more step in between. So you will refresh it by clicking on save. And once it is done, see if anything is erased. Yes, the project ID is erased. So what you will do, again activate the map button and enter the bracket and quotations and then bracket. So in between these double quotes, you have to map the ID. This is done. So once this is done, scroll down and come at due at. Now at due at, map it from date time formatter, take this data and come down and click on save and send test request. And here your task is created. You see you have received the task ID. The project ID is the similar one you had it before. Now the name of the person is the project name and this is the task. All the details related to the task are here and we were able to create a task with the help of this automation inside a project that we created in the automation only. Going back, we see over here that this is the new project we created, test person, and this is the task we created. We have the description here, we have the time over here, all the details we are having. So this was the whole video. I hope this helped.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to create BigCommerce customer for Calendly Invitee. Now suppose guys, you are using BigCommerce as an e-commerce platform and you are using Calendly to get the appointments and event booking from your clients and customer. Now you want that whenever an invitee is created in Calendly, whenever a user books an appointment with you in Calendly, you want to add that same invitee, that same person as a customer in BigCommerce. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So in this automation, we are going to connect Calendly with BigCommerce in such a way that whenever the invitee will be created in Calendly, automatically the same person will be added as a customer in BigCommerce. Now, if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name our workflow as Calendly to BigCommerce. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first, we are going to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger window, so that every time we receive a new invitee, a user, a customer books an appointment with us using Calendly, the details of that booking, that event booking, that invitee will be received inside Pabbly Connect. After that, using this Pabbly Connect's automation, the user who has booked an appointment with us, we will add that same user as a customer in our BigCommerce account. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now here in Choose App, search for Calendly. Just select it. And then here in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as Invitee Created User. So if you have a user account of Calendly, you can select the trigger event as Invitee Created User. And if you have an organization account with Calendly, then here you can see Invitee Created Organization over here. So here guys, just select the trigger event, click on this Connect button, and then select the Add New Connection option over here. Now what we have to do, we have to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect in this section. And to make this connection, just click on this Connect with Calendly button. After clicking on this, because I have already logged into my Calendly account in my browser, Pabbly Connect will detect this same account. Just click on this Connect to Calendly button and then we will see our Calendly account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the organization. It is most likely possible that you might be the part of multiple organizations in Calendly. So here, if you have multiple organizations in your Calendly account, in this dropdown, you will see a list of all the organizations. And the new invitee from which particular organization you want to receive inside Pabbly Connect, you have to select that organization over here. After selecting the organization, it is asking us for the user. So here I have selected my name, demo user. After selecting the user, here is an important note. Just read it. It says, make sure you have a Calendly Pro plan in order to use this integration. So to get the response to connect Calendly with Pabbly Connect and set up this automation, it is required to have a Calendly Pro plan in your Calendly account. After selecting this, after selecting both of these details and ensuring that you have a Pro plan of Calendly, just click on this Save and Send Test Request button. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that it has now changed to waiting for response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get the response, get the details of a new invitee from Calendly. So let's create a test invitee in our Calendly account. I'll just go to my Calendly account and I have this event named as Automation Setup. We will just copy the link and paste it in a new tab. And here you can see that the booking page of our Calendly account, this Calendly event, is open in front of us. Now using the details of a test user, a dummy user, let's book an appointment. For example, I will select the date as 6th of June over here and time as 10 am. I will be booking an event for 6th of June at 10 am. Let's click on next, and these are the details which I'm asking the user while making this booking, while booking an appointment with us. So let's enter the details of a dummy user. For example, the name of this person is demo user. This is the email address of this person, and after that, this is a dummy mobile number which we are going to enter. At last, company. So I'll just enter a random company name as Pabbly, and then click on this schedule event button. So as we click on schedule event, here you can see that this booking is confirmed. This means just now we have received a new booking. An invitee is created in our Calendly account. And because we have connected Calendly with Pabbly Connect, we will see in our Pabbly Connect workflow in this trigger window, we will receive the response. And in this response, you will see the details of the same person. Here you can see the same email address which we have just now entered. Here you can see the same first name and last name of the person, demo user. We will scroll down. Here you can see the same mobile number and also the company name which we have just now entered while making this booking. And after that, here you can see all the other details for this. Here you can see the name of the resource, name of the event for which the user has booked the appointment with us. Here you can see the end date and time of the event, and then here you can see the start date and time of the event as well, of the appointment as well. This means that step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect and received the details of new invitee in our Pabbly Connect workflow. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And step 2, we want to send these same details of a new invitee from Calendly to BigCommerce so that we can add this same person as a customer over there. And for that, we will just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in Choose App, we will search for BigCommerce. Just search for it and select BigCommerce over here. After selecting BigCommerce, an action event from this drop down, select the action event as Create Customer. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection over here. Now here guys, we have to connect our BigCommerce account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the client ID, access token and store hash key of our BigCommerce account. Now here you must be thinking how you can get all of these details of your BigCommerce account. So here in the help text, you can see a complete step-by-step guide on how you can get the client ID, access token and how you can get the store hash key. So what you have to do, you just have to go to your BigCommerce account, log into your BigCommerce account, and after reaching here, from the left sidebar, go to settings option over here. After coming to the settings page, just scroll down and here you can see a settings option of API. Under API, there's the option of store level API account. Just click on it. After clicking on it, here you can see all those API keys which I have created in my store in my BigCommerce account. You can see a list of all the APIs over here. Just click on this Create API Key button and now you can start creating a new one. Just enter the name. For example, I'll name it as Pabbly. Then after that, here it is asking us auth scopes. So here in this help text, it is clearly mentioned that what are the scopes we have to select. We have to select the scope as content, customers, information and settings, marketing, orders and product. So here in our BigCommerce account, we are going to select all of these scopes as modifier: content, customer, information and settings, marketings, orders, and the last scope which we have to select is products. So I'll be selecting products over here as well. You can basically keep all the other scopes as none, but for this particular event to create a new customer, it is required to select all of these scopes. Just select modify option under all of these scopes in BigCommerce. And after that, we will just scroll down and click on this save button over here. Now when we click on save, here you can see that a file is downloaded in our system with all the credentials. And here in our screen, you can see the client ID, client secret and access token of our BigCommerce account. Just copy the client ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After that, copy the access token of your BigCommerce account and paste it over here as well. At last, it is asking us for the store hash key. Now to get the store hash key, just go to your BigCommerce account and here in the URL section, after store dash and before .bcommerce, this is the store hash key of your BigCommerce account. Just copy this key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after pasting this, just click on save. Now when we click on save, we will see using these details, our BigCommerce account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the first name. Now here guys, we have to enter the first name of the person to whom we want to add as a customer. So we have received the details of the user who has booked an appointment with us in the trigger window from Calendly. So from these Calendly responses, we are going to map this response of first name over here in this first name field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Calendly. And out of all of these responses, select this response of first name and map it over here. So whatever first name the user is going to enter while booking the appointment, with the same first name, the customer will be created in our BigCommerce account. After first name, it is asking us for the last name. So we will use the same process of mapping once again. We'll just click here and from the drop down, we will map the response of last name. Then let's map the email address over here, map the response of email and then the company. So we have also received the company response. We have asked the user their company name. So we'll just map the response of company over here. Here it is. And at last, let's map the mobile number as well. So we'll just scroll here and then we will select the response of mobile number. If you want, you can also add a field of note or message in this Calendly appointment booking page. And you can map that response of note over here in this notes field. Right now, I'm just keeping this field blank as it is not an important field. It is not a required field over here. And after mapping all of these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details which we have mapped over here, using these details, a new customer is created in our BigCommerce account. So here guys, let's check our BigCommerce account. We will go to BigCommerce and we will go to this customers section. And yes, here you can see that demo user, the same person with the same name and details which we have entered while booking an appointment on our Calendly page, the same person has been added as a customer in our BigCommerce account. Here you can see the same name, the same company, same email and also the same phone number. This means the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever a new invitee will be created in our Calendly account, automatically with the same details, that user will be added as a customer in BigCommerce. Now here guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. Once again, we'll just go to our Calendly booking page and here we are going to make another booking on this page. So let me just copy this link and paste it over here once again. This time, let's select the date as 8th of June and the time as 1 p.m. Let's make another booking. The name of the person right now is test user. This is the name. This is the email address of the person. And after that, this is a dummy mobile number, a test mobile number. The company, for example, the company is Pabbly Connect. And let's click on schedule event. So as we click on schedule event, here you can see that we have just now received another event booking, another appointment on our Calendly page. And the user who has booked an appointment with us, with the same details, that user will be added as a customer in BigCommerce. So we will just go to a BigCommerce account and we will just go to this customer section once again. Just go to the customers page and then just refresh this page once. And yes, here you can see that test user, the same person whose details we have just now added on our Calendly booking page, the same person is now added as a customer in BigCommerce. And here you can see the same details. Same name, same company name, same email, and also the same phone number. This means guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video, this automation is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever an invitee is created in our Calendly account, automatically with the same details, that person will be added as a customer in our BigCommerce account. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
In this video, I will show you how to sync Calendly and Outlook calendar automatically. So what will happen whenever any new event is scheduled in Calendly application, the same event will be added in your Outlook calendar as well. So if you also want to sync all your events from Calendly to Outlook calendar, come with me and I will show you everything step by step. Now to automate this process, I'll have to connect my Calendly application with Microsoft Outlook calendar, and I am going to connect these two with the Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. And I am an existing user, so here you can see I am already logged in into the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, firstly click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have pasted the name as sync Calendly and Outlook calendar automatically, and then click on create, and after that you will find two boxes in front of you. So these are actually trigger and action, and here trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happens in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email to your customer via Gmail application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. And here, according to our use case, whenever any new event is scheduled in Calendly application, then automatically sync that event details with the Microsoft Outlook calendar. Okay, so that is why I will select here Microsoft 365. Okay, so I have selected both the application in the trigger and the action window. Now the idea here is I am going to connect these two applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so firstly I will select the trigger event, that is whenever a new invitee is created, which means whenever a new invitee is going to schedule any event. Basically an event is already created, and whenever they are going to make any booking for that event, that means the event will be scheduled, and then we will add that event details in our Outlook calendar. Okay, so firstly click on connect, click on add new connection, click on connect with the Calendly, and then you will have to provide the access of your Calendly account. Well, I am already logged in, so here you can see the authorization is successful directly, and my Calendly application is connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now here you can notice the organization name and the username, both of the things are already selected. Okay, so whatever the user and whatever the organization I have, both of them are already selected. Now I just need to click on this button, and you will notice that it will start waiting for the response. Okay, let me wait for that. So here you can notice it is waiting for the response. Okay, so once you have clicked over the save and send test request button, do a test submission or record in that application in order to capture the response here. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means creation of a new invitee into our Calendly account. Okay, so I will again go back to my Calendly application, and here you can see I have already created an event with the name Astrology Consultation Online. Okay, so firstly I am going to open this event into a new tab, and then as a dummy user I am going to schedule a booking. Okay, so how about I schedule the booking for 27th of May and for 9 AM, clicking on next step, and then I will provide some dummy details, something like dummy user. In the email address also I am going to provide some dummy details only, that is demo@pabblytudes.com, asking for the phone number. So again I will be providing a dummy phone number, which I have provided a 10-digit number. Please share anything that will help prepare for our meeting. Okay, it is about the marriage. Okay, let's say I am consulting with the astrologer regarding my marriage. Okay, now I will click on the schedule event button, and as soon as the event is booked, here you will notice that the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Alright, it is still waiting for the response. You'll have to wait for few more seconds, and the details will be arrived instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data, and the workflow execution will start in real time. And here you can notice the response is already arrived and we have all the details. Okay, so here we have the resource created at, okay, basically this is the date of today's date. Here we have the same email address. Let me also show you other details. Here we have the name of the person, the phone number of the person. This was the description which I have provided at the time of booking, okay, and I have all the other data. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between our Calendly and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. And now whenever any user or any invitee is going to book an event or schedule an appointment, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly. So the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I am going to schedule the same event into my Microsoft Outlook calendar. Okay, so firstly I will select the trigger event, that is create an event into the calendar. Now simply click on connect button. Basically just like we have built a connection in Calendly and Pabbly Connect, now we will build a connection in Microsoft 365 and Pabbly Connect. Click on add a new connection, click on connect with Microsoft 365, and then you'll have to provide the access of your Microsoft 365 account. Well, as I have told you, I am already logged in, so it will ask me for the permission only. Okay, so let me click on this yes button, and this is how my Outlook account will be connected with the Pabbly Connect. And here you can see the authorization is successful and my Microsoft account is connected. Alright, so now whatever the calendars I have created into my Microsoft Outlook calendar account have started visible here. Okay, so currently I want to sync all my Calendly events with this Pabbly Connect calendar. So that is why I will be selecting the same. Okay, let me untick this, and I am planning to schedule all the events in this Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me come back to my Pabbly Connect and select the same calendar, that is Pabbly Connect. In the subject, well, I am going to provide all these data from my previous step, because remember we have already received the event details. Okay, and the interesting thing is I don't need to manually copy this data and paste it here. I am going to map this data, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. Simply click on this field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Okay, so let me search for the resource name. Okay, remember in the resource name we have actually captured the name of our event, which was, okay, let me correct the spelling. And here you can see we have the name of our event from the Calendly application. Okay, so I have mapped it into the subject. Asking for the content type, well, of course I'll go with the plain text only. Asking for the content, well, this is not a mandatory field, so how about I leave this field blank. Asking for the start date, the start time zone, and then end date and end time zone. Okay, so basically it is asking that from when, or you can say at which particular time the event will start and end. Okay, well, we have already received the start and end date into our Calendly response. Let me again search for the same, that is start timing. Okay, so remember we have scheduled the event for 27th of May, and here we have the date, and make sure that you provide the date into the exact format, that is in this T and Z format. Basically it should be YYYYMMDD, then T, and then HHMMSS, and in last it should be Z. Okay, asking for the start time zone, like, okay, let me show you an interesting thing. Remember the event which we have scheduled, which we have booked at the time of this form submission was of actually 9 AM to 9:30 AM, but currently I have received the start timing as 3:30 AM. Okay, so I'm sorry, 3:30 PM it is. Okay, so why I have received this timing of after 5:30? Because this timing has been provided into the UTC format. Yes, it is the same timing. Okay, this 9 AM and this 3:30 AM is actually the same timing. Okay, if you will add 5:30 hours in this 3:30, you will actually get the timing of 9 AM only. Okay, so that is why in the start time zone I will select the same format, that is UTC plus 5:30. Okay, so let me search for the same, that is UTC plus 5:30. 5:30. I'm repeating the same. Let me search for the same exact time zone. Alright, and here you can see we have the plus series and here we have the plus 5:30. Okay, so here you can notice Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai and New Delhi. Okay, I'm selecting the same, asking for the end date and end time zone. So again I'm going to map the same, and here also you will notice the difference of 5:30 hours. Okay, so let me search for the end timing, and here we have the end timing as 4 a.m. Okay, so again this 9:30 a.m. and 4 a.m. is the same timing. There is a difference of 5:30 hours only. If you will add 5:30 in this 4 a.m. you will again get the value of 9:30 a.m. only. Okay, so here again I will map the same. Okay, I'll have to search for it once again, and in the end time zone also again I'll search for the UTC 5:30. Okay, again searching for the same, that is UTC 5:30. And here we have the preferred time zone. Okay, so I think I have provided all the important details. The last thing it is asking for the reminder, enter the number of minutes before the start of the event. Okay, so I can add any random number. I have added 10 minutes. Importance is low. Again it is completely up to you whether you would like to keep it as low, normal, on high priority about this event. Okay, asking for the sensitivity, location shown as well. Again I'm leaving these details on you. I'm just going to provide the important details, that is the name of the person and the email address. Alright, so let me search for the name of the person, and remember we have provided some dummy details which I have mapped successfully. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating again and again. Okay, so whatever the details I am mapping here from my previous step, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. I repeat, whatever the details I am providing here with the help of mapping, these details will be replaced automatically, and just in case if I will provide some data manually, that detail will remain same. Okay, so this is the difference in providing the values via mapping or in providing the values by manually, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Well, one appointment is already scheduled for this 27th of May, so how about I firstly delete, or how about I firstly cancel this particular event so that I can show you how a new event will be scheduled here. Alright, so here you can notice there is no event scheduled for 27th of May. Now I'll be clicking on this button save and send test request and wait for the response to receive. Wait for that event to be scheduled in my Outlook calendar automatically. And here you can see the response is received, which is a positive response. Let me check my Outlook calendar, and here you can notice the event has been scheduled, that is astrology consultation online from 9 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and here you can notice this is the same timing, the exact timing which we have scheduled at the time of booking. Remember, we have provided the timing as 3:30 and 4 a.m. Okay, let me show you this once again. 3:30 and 4 a.m. we have provided in the start and end date, but our Outlook calendar has taken the exact timing. So that is why I was telling you that UTC timing and this timing is actually the same. Okay, so this is how now onwards every time someone is going to schedule an event in your Calendly applications, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, and then instantly it will update that event in your Outlook calendar as well. Okay, so this is how you can sync both the application, and to automate this process you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually, and just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. You just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.